Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Atlas. In today's video, I'm talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum. We got some interesting news that's going on there. We are less than 4 minutes away from a new daily candle. And you know what? I think I can actually readjust that there just a little bit more. There we go. And yeah, we're at $56,100, guys. This is going to be a very interesting close for a variety of reasons, but we'll talk about that in a minute here. I'm actually going to start in some of the news and what people are talking about in the community, and then we'll get in the charts as I'm trying to keep everything nice and organized for you guys. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe for more cryptocurrency news, technical analysis, and I'm doing stuff with stocks now, and I might even expand out into some other financial markets. I was talking about what's going on with the stimulus package plan. I got a video that I just uploaded earlier today on my channel if you want to know what's going on with that. And so don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button as well. Let's try and get this video to at least 100 likes and click on the bell icon so you know whenever we have a new video. All right, now if you guys want to check me out, boom, right here. I am at Atlas Official TV on Twitter, but other people, what they're talking about, we got Peter Schiff, who is a really big gold proponent, big gold supporter, but his son is involved in crypto. He said, my son, Spencer K. Schiff, went all in on Bitcoin on the last drop below $50,000. 100% of his portfolio is now in Bitcoin. He sold the last of his silver stocks to raise the cash. If my own son is this brainwashed, imagine how vulnerable most kids are. He's hodling to infinity or bust. Good for his son. Michael Saylor said, bonds only hold value if their after-tax yield exceeds the rate of monetary expansion. Few overcome this hurdle. Bitcoin. I think I'm going to sneeze. And we also have a Bitcoin costing $60,000 sounds a lot less ridiculous when you learn the government is about to print $1.9 trillion out of thin air. That's a really good point. Bitcoin has roared to 55,000, next stop 60,000. And we are right on that target range. We're less than 2 minutes to go. I will refresh this. We'll also take a look at what's going on the chart side as well. Grayscale, interesting things going on with them. Grayscale halts new investments in GBTC after trading at 15% below Bitcoin. And so check this out. Digital assets management firm Grayscale has halted inflows to this Grayscale Bitcoin Trust GBTC after the fund traded at a 15% discount to the price of the trust holds. I still feel like I'm going to sneeze. I just wish I would sneeze already. Sorry. Rocked by the number of alternative Bitcoin trusts and Canadian Bitcoin exchange trade funds, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust has been trading below the price of Bitcoin for several weeks. Its sibling Grayscale Ethereum Trust has also flipped into negative territory. Grayscale is owned by Digital Currency Group, the parent company of CoinDesk. So DCG announced earlier today that it would buy up to $250 million in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares. Repurchasing shares is a common tool used by companies seeking to increase the price of those shares by simultaneously creating demand while decreasing the number of shares outstanding. Yesterday, CoinDesk revealed Grayscale is hiring 9 specialists in the ETF space, possibly signaling a pivot in its fund business model. So yeah, $250 million, guys. That's $250 million. That's a lot of money. Authorized purchase up to $250 million worth of the lagging shares. So we just talked a little bit about that. Okay, we got less than 1 minute to go. And I'm going to go ahead and refresh the page here. Now my nose is runny. I guess because I thought I was going to sneeze and I didn't. So it looks like we are about to close out on the day below $56,000. There's a lot of selling pressure going on right here. I think a big question on everyone's mind is what's going to happen when that new daily candle opens. And it just opened right now as I move this over. 55,000. It looks like 940 or so. I'm sorry, 55,875 is where it opened up. And now, boom, we were seeing a wave of green. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and mention this. Again, I'll come back to the charts. But this was really important, guys, because where we just closed out, guess what? We haven't had a daily candle closure above this point except for, looks like, which ones were these? We had daily candle close on 2 other days. I think people were trying to see if we could rally this to be just a little bit higher than these 2, right? So that we could say we only have 1 more day by comparison. And it closed out just a little bit below, but it's already making its rally. So the question, I think, on a lot of people's minds is it going to close above $56,000 for the next daily candle. And I would say we're looking very good on that respects, right? So this is pushing up quite well. Again, I'll talk a little bit more about it in just a little bit here. You got some big selling pressure, some buying pressure. It's really mixed at the moment. We'll have to see how that plays out. Continuing on, Israeli pension giant puts $100 million into Grayscale Bitcoin Trust reports. This is kind of misleading because it says Altshuler Shaham made the investment in GBTC in the second half of last year when Bitcoin was trading around $21,000. So it's like, cool, person did $100 million, but this was last year. So they're just basically telling us now, all right, cool. Good to know more people put big money in it, but we already knew big money was coming in. Now we just have a name associated with it, but it's kind of, you know, we're 3 months, almost 3.5 months into 2021. Come on. Also, for Goldman Sachs, according to a Reuters report, Goldman Sachs Chief Operating Officer John Waldron said the firm is exploring how to meet an increasing demand from clients looking to invest in Bitcoin. The chief operating officer said Goldman Sachs would continue to evaluate and engage on crypto for customers. Great news. Matt McDermott, global head of digital assets for Goldman Sachs Global Markets Division, additionally said on Friday that 40% of Goldman investors have at least some exposure to crypto. Goldman is also reportedly exploring the launch of a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund, along with further ways to custody digital assets. Waldron said the current pandemic has been a significant accelerant for online purchases and would likely cause an explosion in digital currency payments. Very interesting. Now, as far as for stuff that's going on with Ethereum, this is pretty interesting. I don't know if you guys have heard about this or not. And if you guys have, there's actually a little bit more info that's come out with it. Okay? So Ethereum miners found a way to bypass NVIDIA's hash limits. So has been claimed. And I'll explain. We're limiting the hash rate of GeForce RTX 3060 GPUs so they're less desirable to miners and launching NVIDIA CMP for professional mining, said NVIDIA in a blog last month. However, their plans seem to have been short-lived as Ethereum miners based in China found a way to bypass this limited hash rate using a custom mod. Screenshots posted by a Twitter account that documents tech leaks depicted a stack of 8 RTX 3060 graphic cards operating at far above NVIDIA's imposed 20 to 25 megahertz per second mining limit. A group of Vietnamese miners on Facebook also confirmed the GPU's ability to accelerate to 50 mH/s, right? However, it seems that cryptocurrency miners have continued to use GeForce RTX 3060 as their mining chip of choice, bypassing NVIDIA's deliberate restrictions in hash rate. This seems to be the more economical choice for miners as it brings GPU performance up to par with the GeForce RTX 3060 at a lower price and power consumption. Well, not quite. So there's actually been an update here, and this is through a different posting website. The original source of the RTX 3060 cryptocurrency mining image, supposedly evidence of a modified GPU driver, has just now confirmed that actually the algorithm shown in the picture is not Ethereum mining, but another algorithm called Octopus for the Conflux altcoin. All right, and as stated from the same people here, after collating performance information and consulting with everyone, I confirm this is an Octopus amateur mining, so the image is absolutely correct, but I misinterpreted the meaning of the image because it was cropped too much. Anyway, do not expect many RTX 30 series for gamers. All right, so how are we doing, Bitcoin? Still looking like it's got a little bit of a trail going off right here, holding below the $56,000 in the red zone as of the moment. And we're going to actually take a look at what's going on the charts now. Okay, so on the charts, we're basically in this ascending channel pattern, and we got to wait to see how this is going to decide to make its move. So typically in a pitchfork style pattern like what we're going to be seeing right here, as you guys can see, one of the things that we're looking for is how it's going to react to the median zone. So if this drops all the way down, we could see either a bounce or a further continuation to the lower levels. This is at $54,590, right? So if it goes all the way down here, we could actually end up climbing all the way back up and potentially testing that top level of resistance as we try and make our way to have a further continuation up to the $57,600 resistance, and then of course our all-time high at $58,400 roughly. So we have to see if it can pass those levels or not, right? If it decides that it wants to drop further down, we do have support being established first off at $52,625. A further level drop could see it pull all the way down potentially to $51,158. A little bit of a drop down below that would actually be on the 21 EMA, and that's going to be at $50,400. And of course, we have $50,000 from a psychological standpoint. That would be a quite substantial drop. With the fact that we're so close to the top as of the moment right now, to see a bunch of sell-off going on would be pretty darn surprising. And one thing I actually want to take a look at is the F2 pool outflow for the Bitcoin. We can probably log in here real quick on this. Yeah, we already got that set up. And it did have another continuation up. So I can't believe it. These guys are still selling off tons of their Bitcoin. I mean, I thought things started to cool down when it went down to 1,500 here, but the next day, 1,800, then 4,390, 2,080, and another day of 2,712. They're still doing massive amounts of Bitcoin. How the heck did they get this much? I mean, I know they got a lot of different pool locations, and I think they account for something like 11% or what was it, up to 13? I don't think it was more than 16%. It's a pretty decent size chunk of the total mining pool, but we got all these different institutions that have been buying over the counter. So how is it that they're now dumping all this? And it's not like they weren't dumping at all. They were just doing low amounts all the way back here, like 215, 146, and now it's just massive dump, outflow every single day. I mean, taking it like beyond the roof. It's just ridiculous. So hopefully that's going to stop real soon. I think that could be a good bullish sign for Bitcoin having a further climb. They got to get exhausted at some point with that. That's the hope, at least. So with Bitcoin, it is currently in a little bit of a red zone here, but overall, we're still doing very good, guys. We're over $50,000. In fact, we're still above $55,000. We're closer to 60K than we are to 50K. Think of it that way, right? Now let's go take a quick look over what's going on with Ethereum. Ethereum is doing that cup and handle style pattern I was suggesting we very well could end up seeing right here, forming down, and then potentially a top position like that, and then guess what? Get a breakout. That's what a typical suggestion is for a cup and handle pattern. I'm not a financial advisor, okay? But I'm letting you guys know that this is definitely looking like a cup and handle pattern getting ready to set itself up. So we do have support being established first off at 1,746, then we have $1,700 and the 21 EMA at 1,675. Those are three levels that are largely being indicated as support right here. 1,500 is like a really significant level if it does decide to drop considerably. On the upswing, we got 1,970 as a level of resistance, 2,000 of course from a psychological standpoint, and then our all-time high at 2,040. Breaking above that, we then enter into price discovery zone, and things will look very nice. Technical charts are suggesting as a buy, the RSI is still looking quite well as well. So overall, I'm still bullish on this, guys. We might see a little bit of pain today, but I would assume we are more likely to, in the next day or two, actually see an upswing and a nice push, especially if Bitcoin makes that rally up. Okay, that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode. If you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button as well. Let's try and get this video to at least 100 likes. Click on the bell icon so you know whenever we have a new video. Feel free to say hi or give any of your thoughts on any of this stuff in the comments down below. And if you guys want to, I do have some referral links in the description. You can go check out BlockFi, there's Coinbase, there's Webull, there's Robinhood if you guys want to do stuff with stocks too. All that good stuff. You can get some free stocks and all of them have some kind of referral bonus. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next episode.